Dairy has been through a roller coaster of popularity over the past decade. Once considered a cornerstone of a healthy diet, it fell out of favor as plant-based milks, oat, almond, soy, and coconut surged onto the market, appealing to lactose-intolerant individuals, environmentally conscious consumers, and those chasing trendy, dairy-free labels. Supermarkets expanded their plant-based sections, cafes advertised barista-friendly oat lattes, and social media influencers highlighted almond or soy milk as chic and wholesome. Yet, recent research and evolving consumer sentiment suggest that dairy may be making a measured comeback, appreciated once again for its unique nutritional profile, convenience, and value, even as plant-based alternatives continue to hold a strong place in many diets. The story is not about replacing one trend with another, but about recognizing the strengths of dairy while balancing taste, health, and sustainability considerations. Nutritionally, dairy products are among the most complete foods widely available. Milk, yogurt, and cheese provide high-quality protein, essential vitamins such as B12 and riboflavin, and minerals including calcium, phosphorus, and potassium, all in naturally bioavailable forms. Recent studies reinforce the role of dairy in supporting bone health, muscle maintenance, and weight management. For example, research shows that regular dairy consumption can improve bone density across life stages, help preserve lean muscle mass during aging, and contribute to satiety, which can assist with appetite control. Yogurt and kefir, in particular, offer probiotic benefits that support gut microbiota diversity and digestion, providing functional advantages that plant-based milks rarely replicate naturally. Fortified plant-based milks attempt to fill some nutrient gaps, but bioavailability varies, and protein content can be lower unless soy or pea-based alternatives are chosen. Cost is another factor driving a renewed interest in dairy. While specialty plant-based milks often carry premium price tags, oat milk, for instance, is frequently 2 to 3 times more expensive per liter than cow's milk. Conventional dairy remains relatively affordable and widely accessible. This makes dairy a practical option for families seeking nutrient-dense beverages without the high cost associated with plant-based substitutes. Furthermore, dairy products have a long shelf life, particularly UHT milk and cheeses, which enhances convenience for households and food service operations. These logistical and economic advantages position dairy as a dependable, accessible nutrient source for people of varying income levels. Consumer perception is also shifting as people reconsider the benefits of dairy relative to plant-based alternatives. Some individuals who initially chose oat, almond, or soy milk for perceived health benefits or ethical reasons are exploring dairy once again, particularly when taste, protein content, or functional properties matter. Milk froths differently, cheese melts uniquely, and yogurt has texture and culinary versatility that most plant-based products cannot match. These sensory and functional qualities, coupled with nutritional advantages, help explain why certain consumers are reintroducing dairy into their routines, sometimes alongside plant-based alternatives in a hybrid approach. Environmental impact remains a nuanced consideration. Plant-based milks generally require less water and land and produce lower greenhouse gas emissions than conventional dairy, though this varies by crop type. Almond milk, for example, uses significant water, whereas oat and soy milks are more environmentally efficient. Dairy's footprint can be mitigated through sustainable farming practices, including improved feed efficiency, methane reduction strategies, rotational grazing, and waste management. For consumers weighing environmental considerations alongside nutritional needs, integrating moderate dairy consumption with plant-based options can create a balanced, sustainable dietary pattern that supports both personal health and environmental responsibility. Health professionals are increasingly emphasizing moderation, variety, and personal preference as guiding principles. Pediatricians, dietitians, and geriatric nutritionists highlight that dairy's high-quality protein, calcium, and micronutrient content can be especially valuable for growing children, older adults at risk of bone loss, and active individuals needing post-exercise recovery. Meanwhile, plant-based milks remain a valuable option for those with lactose intolerance, milk allergy, or strong ethical or environmental preferences. The key is that consumers now have more flexibility than ever to combine dairy and plant-based products strategically, maximizing both nutrition and taste satisfaction. Another positive dimension of dairy's resurgence is its role in culinary and functional diversity. Cheese, yogurt, kefir, and milk can enhance flavors, textures, and recipes in ways plant-based alternatives often struggle to replicate. From smoothies and baked goods to savory sauces and protein-packed snacks, dairy offers versatility that complements whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes, making it easier for individuals to construct balanced meals. This practical advantage reinforces the idea that dairy isn't simply a beverage, but a multifaceted ingredient that supports overall diet quality. In conclusion, dairy's recent comeback reflects a convergence of science, practicality, and consumer experience. Its unique nutritional profile, affordability, functional versatility, and bioavailable nutrients make it a compelling complement to plant-based milks rather than an either/or choice. When integrated thoughtfully, dairy can support bone and muscle health, gut function, and satiety, while plant-based alternatives continue to provide options for taste, variety, and dietary restrictions. The broader lesson is that flexibility, balance, and nutrient awareness are more important than rigid adherence to trends. By appreciating the strengths of both dairy and plant-based alternatives, consumers can create diverse, nutrient-dense, and enjoyable diets that support health, convenience, and sustainability, making the conversation about beverages less about exclusion and more about informed choice.